Wanna elevate you higher than you've ever been. So like when you mix that other shit with promethazine on a mental and physical tip, you be my highness, reciprocate, cause everything you give to me is priceless. No other one before you when I put that on my life. You know your girl will trade up the word to be your wife.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ramona T, and I am making this video to tell you about the apps slash things I use for my YouTube channel. I have an iPhone. I did do my research to check and see if some of these apps are on the Google Play Store so that Android users can download these apps. So I would make a disclaimer of which ones are strictly for Apple and try to sub out the ones that can be subbed out. Comment below, let me know what you used to do your YouTube stuff. And I hope that this video gives you a little bit of help if you're starting a channel, if you want to take your channel to the next level, whatever it is, just a little, you know, a little aid, because I wish I had the help when I was first doing YouTube. I had to figure out most of the stuff by myself. So let's get on with the video, and yeah. So what I'll be talking about today is recording, editing, thumbnail, channel art, and then finally intro and outro. So feel free to skip because I will leave it down below so that you can know where each placement is, because I'm trying to be really helpful and honestly don't want you to waste your time. If you're looking for something specifically, just jump to that spot. It's all good with me, just as long as you subscribe after, please. Recording, I have an iPhone XR. It is 64 gigabytes. I also have iCloud storage, which is 50 gigabytes. On my 16th birthday, I got 2 Apple gift cards, $25 each. I didn't know where one of them was, so I asked my boyfriend if I could use one of his Apple gift cards that he got that he didn't want to use. And later I found the Apple gift card that I couldn't find, and then I added that onto my thing, and then now Apple has just been taking it out as they will for my iCloud storage, because it's like $40-something in total when I added the second gift card. So I have free Apple storage, well, iCloud storage for quite some time. I record with my front camera on my iPhone XR because it is in good quality. I have the ability to upload my videos in 4K, but 4K takes up too much gigabytes, and I'm not a fan of taking up lots of gigabytes. It's a headache when you're trying to export and all that stuff, because it just likes to yum up your storage. I upload in 1080 resolution because it's clear. It's not crystal clear like 4K, but it's like the one right below it. And when I can't use my iPhone XR because I want to use it inside a video, I would record with the iPhone 8 Plus. I would prefer to use the back camera on the iPhone 8 Plus because the back camera is far better than the front camera as for each phone. But I like to see myself when I'm recording, so it's better for me to use the front camera, unless I were to put a mirror beside it. That's a lot of work. I don't feel like doing all that work. But if you're using an iPhone 8 Plus, or most phones, their back camera works better. I would recommend using the back camera unless you have like a newer phone that you know the quality is good at the front and you don't need to resort to using the back. When I'm done using that, because that's not my phone, that's my sister's phone, I would airdrop the video over to my XR so I can edit it on there. Speaking on editing, for editing I've used Videoleap once. Videoleap is available on both the App Store and Google Play Store. I only used it once. It was frustrating, it kept crashing, but I like how it edits. Like, you could do a lot of things on Videoleap, and it's really cool. Like, if I had the time and the patience, I would honestly use Videoleap. I haven't used it since that time I used it, so I don't know if they've updated it or made it better so that it doesn't crash, but I know my experience with it that I had for like a day, I didn't want to do it. But I honestly want to try it again, because learning new things for technology is always great to have for the future. And I'm with it. I'm with it. Other than using Videoleap, I use iMovie, which is Apple exclusive. I prefer to use iMovie because I've been using iMovie for like 6 years now. I've been using iMovie since I was in elementary school, like grade 5, and I'm now in grade 12, so it's been some time. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been using. It's like 6, almost 7 years of me using iMovie. Just because I have so much experience and I'm so familiar with the app, even though it has been growing. It recently had an update, and like I can't wait to try out all the new stuff, but like that is just what I'm comfortable with. It never gave me any big problems other than when you're exporting, it likes to be stupid and it doesn't like to let you download the stuff. It doesn't let you upload to YouTube unless it's under 15 minutes. It doesn't let you save it if you have like 2 megabytes less than what you need. It's foolish, but it still has my heart. And then when I do my fancy edits, like I use Prequel, which is like fancy edits. It's fairly new. It's also available on both app stores. I wouldn't edit a whole video on Prequel. I would just edit like a little bit of whatever I want to look extra fancy. I would put it on Prequel, and then I would put it back in iMovie or Videoleap or whatever I'm using to edit, and then, you know, be on with my day. Thumbnail. Comment below if you want a thumbnail tutorial, because I've been stepping up my game lately. My Pinterest, recreating fall Pinterest outfits, that was muy caliente. That was very, it took a little bit of time, but I actually enjoyed creating. I enjoy creating thumbnails. I enjoyed creating that thumbnail for sure. The apps I use is PicsArt and Phonto. PicsArt is good for cropping. It has a special crop size for YouTube, so nothing's gonna get cut off because it's the perfect size. It's good for up-to-date edits. I did that, the wording Pinterest, I did it with like the different magazine title things, you know, that stuff. I did that with the stickers that they have in the app. It's really nice. Sometimes you have to pay for things. The fonts, because you have to pay for the good ones, and I like free. And speaking of free, Phonto is where it's at when you're with the fonts. You can do much more with the fonts. You can curve, all that fancy stuff, you know. I would run the thumbnail through PicsArt first, then take it over to Phonto to do my font. And on my fancy lettering, curve it, whatever I want to do with it, I feel like Phonto is just superior when it comes to the fonts and what you could do with the text. And both of those are available on both app stores. YouTube channel art. I use my YouTube channel art on PicsArt. Sadly, they don't have a sizing for the banners. The banner is a headache to create. You have to make it so small so that you can save it, and it's just stress. I used it to turn myself into a sticker so that I could do all that fancy stuff, you know, edits. And yeah, the fonts are okay, but like, it's just a banner. If you want to do more with the banner, take the banner over to Phonto and jazz it up with the text. I just personally only use PicsArt for my YouTube channel art. Now, intro and outro. I use PicsArt to create the frames and put myself a sticker, whatever it is, for my intro and outro sometimes. Mostly for my outro, I would do it in frames, whatever special things I need to do for my video. I use Keynote as it's a presentation app. It's Apple exclusive. You can substitute that for Google Slides, honestly. And I use it to transition my different things. The beginning of, well, my intro was created using Keynote with the videos playing, the 3 videos playing side by side. I did that with Keynote. Then the frames afterwards, I did that with PicsArt. The transitions was for Keynotes, and like everything was mixed together. So like I can't remember which parts specifically was. Like you could tell which parts were each app if you're familiar with both of the apps. iMovie, use that to fix. I only use Keynotes for my intro, by the way. iMovie, I use it to fix the speed, add music, regular stuff, transitions for my outro, because I do my outro in 3 frames. As I said, blank frame, the words, me, 3 frames, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 7 seconds, anywhere between there. And nice, simple, sweet, add a little bit of music, done with my outro, because I don't need to do too much work with my outro. My outro is just an outro. Probably not gonna stay to watch the outro, but the intro you're gonna see, so I did more work with that. And that's basically all I have for the apps and things that I use for my YouTube. Lighting is important, sound is important. I'm a quiet spoken person. To be honest, I don't even like to speak, but you know, if I'm doing YouTube, I gotta use my voice, and sometimes I forget that I need to project my voice so you guys can hear me, and I just be bumping it up on iMovie because y'all need to hear my voice. Y'all need to know what I'm saying. It can't be just like all the time. You're not gonna want to watch my videos if I'm talking like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next video. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Shawty, you a bad one, a bad